Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So, I've got a completion review and we're going to do a bit of card making. Yay! So, I can hear you saying, oh, well, those cards are already made. But I do like to play about with cards. And there is a couple missing because I have already sent them out as cards. What have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, there's only one missing. So there is one missing, which I have cut out and taken this part of the card off. So I will be keeping this and using this on a different card because it's a great shape. It's a snow globe shape. And what I can do is probably put a sticker or something of a little gnome or a little stag or something like that on this and make this into another card, because I am quite frugal when I'm card making and I try and get as much out of them as possible. But if you remember, these cards did actually come with thank you on the inside. Now you can, I suppose you could, yeah, I mean, you could actually cover it over if you wanted to. So, you know, because I've made this into another one, I could put that on the inside and then I've still got my greeting part there to do. Plart? What sort of language am I speaking now? Making up words. And you could do it that way. But I do like to make them into a little bit bigger card as well. So I'll put on the screen the one that I made because that one has already been sent out. I needed to get it done and sent out before I made the video. So yeah, I'm still behind on everything, but I thought you might like to just see these as well. I haven't actually finished the pig off yet because they wanted to do the pig in this number 6 colour, which is actually a gold colour, a pale gold, and I thought, oh no, I don't want a pale gold pig, so I'm going to dig out some of my crystals and put him as like a pale pink. We've already got the pink round the little nose, well, his snout, and round his ears and his hat. So what I want to do is get a very pale pink just to put on there. So he's upstairs ready to get finished off. I don't think I'll get time to do that today on video, but it will just be literally putting the gems on there. Again, the polar bears were actually supposed to be in the same colour, which is like this, it's like, what colour was it? It's like this pale gold that's on this puppy here. And I thought, oh no, I don't want that colour. So I've actually put them in AB gems, white AB gems. I've left the clear crystal where it was. And so I've just put white AB gems on the polar bears rather than coming out as a gold colour as well. Don't be afraid to do that. And if you do try it and you don't like it, you can always take them off. The sticky does stay sticky underneath most times. I can't say every time because I've not done every one. But yeah, it has done for me in the past. So I do like that with the little trees as well. So I'm going to make some of these into a little bit bigger card now. Okay, children-y ones I want to make. Oh, I thought the cat was a little bit strange colours as well. I wish I'd changed that out because we've got like a very dark shadow at this corner. Actually, it looks better on camera than it does in real life. And its smile is very dark as well. I think I'd sooner have used sort of some of these colours or even this darker brown colour that they've used on the stripes and the paws. So I may take those off and redo that one. I'll have to see. But the others have come out lovely. I love the owl. I think the owl is my favourite. Oh, there's a gem moved there. Look, they've just... or have I missed one off? No, it's moved. Yeah, I tend not to seal cards, to be fair. I've not had any problem with cards, just that one. I must have caught that one. If you do put something on them and move them, then the gems will move. But on the whole, unless it's for a very young child that's likely to bite it or pick the gems off, then I don't seal cards. As I say, I've not had a problem with them. But yeah, that's my favourite, the owl in its little nightcap. Look, I think it's brilliant. The fox is very, very pretty. The colours have come out lovely on them. They've all got these marquees on them as well, just to mark them out just a little bit extra. The penguin, again, very cute. I think I wish in hindsight I'd done his tummy white rather than this pale gold colour. Maybe done it in ABs like the polar bears, but to be fair, he does look cute anyway. The cow is wonderful. Look at those eyes. And he's got the marquees on his forehead there. Look, he's got a pile of snow on his head. Bless him. Must have been outside for a while. And then we've got the little bear. Not my favourite. I do like his little hat though, his little red hat and his scarf. And we've got the AB green ones there in the background for the like holly leaves there. I love the dragon. I've got a little boy that I might send this one to because he likes dinosaurs, and dragons are similar to dinosaurs, aren't they? So yeah, and all the little snowflakes around. And then we have the puppy and the mouse. I've got a friend actually that's absolutely terrified of mice, and the wicked side of me wants to send her that card. But that'd be really, really mean, wouldn't it? So yeah, no, I won't, but yeah, I just keep thinking, oh, I'll send her that one. She has had a mouse in the house, and she was trying to catch it for weeks, and she never did, and now it seems to have gone. So yeah, but again, I'm not keen on this dark grey colour for the highlighting. It just seems a bit harsh, albeit, as I say, when you see it on camera, it shows up quite nicely. Or in real life, it's just that little bit. Okay, right, so what shall we do first? I think we'll do the dragon first, and we'll have a go at putting it onto another card. Okay, so I want to cut this off. Now, you need to cut it so that you are following the round of the snow globe. And just at the bottom there, you can always, because this is sort of the main one, you can always then on this one just round this off and make it slightly smaller. And it is just keeping them both absolutely around. So I now have another one that I can use on something else. And then this one, again, I just need to round it off that little bit more so it doesn't look as though it's been cut from another card. Okay, yeah, that one's there. So we now have a nice card. As I say, if it didn't have the thank you on the back, then I wouldn't worry, but I don't really want, actually he's not very centered, is he, that one? He's a bit all that way. I don't think I'm good enough at cut. No, mind you, it needs to be that way so that he's got his little, is that his ear? I think that's his ear going across that way, so maybe he's not. Right, so I have got two sizes of white cards. I can either put him onto a 7" by 7" square card, which, as you can see, it makes it just that bit bigger card, or if I want to have a bit more impact, for somebody a bit more special, and possibly somebody that I'm actually handing the card to rather than somebody that it's going through the post, because obviously post is very expensive these days, then you can put it on a bigger card. Now this little boy is special, so I'm going to put it on a bigger card, and then I need a background to go with it. So let me have a look what backgrounds I've got. I've got that background paper there, or I've got that background paper there that I've used on my, that is the chair making the noise, by the way, that I've used that I've used on the one that I showed you on screen. And I'm just thinking this green might be quite nice because that's a little bit dragon scaly, that pale green there. So if I put that sort of there-ish, and then that just gives it a little bit more interest. Yeah, and I think that doing it that way, actually having that border there, is going to even off the fact that we've got this snow globe over this side because it's not quite central. So I'm going to do that. I've got a smaller side at that side, but I want this side. So let me get my guillotine. This is my, oh, it's very, very grubby. It's got glue on it and all sorts, this one. So let me just take that white edging off there, just as I've printed it out. I usually do print them out with a border because I do sometimes like a white border. So let me have a look, and then we're going to, that bottom part needs to come off, so, and then I just need to fold it there. You can, if you're really, really good, actually measure this out, or you can use a pen and draw on the back, but I'm just doing this sort of by eye. Good old Sue Smith that used to say by eye. Dear, it's a long time since I've watched hair card making. Right, so and then just a little dent there so that we've got the right size. So this one has got a little bit creased. So let's just do that there. Where is it? It's just there. I do prefer guillotines actually to the slidey cutters. I've never been able to get on with those slidey cutters. I always seem to travel up my paper. Probably my blades get too blunt, but these guillotines are like self-sharpening, so they always seem to stay that little bit better. Right, and just take that white edge off there. Well, okay. So that's those there. Put that out of the way over there. And let's see how this is going to fit on here. Always make sure that you do your card the right way around. And these cards have actually been done so that there is one side that is slightly bigger than the other. And that's so that when you pick the card up, it's easier to open. You just get like a couple of millimetres down that side. So if you see, look, if you try opening it that way, it doesn't open. But if you open it that way, it does, because that extra couple of millimetres. So make sure you use the right side of the card as well. Okay, that's just a little bit creased, but that will do. That's all right. So that will fit on there. And then he will fit on there. And as I say, because we've got that interest at that side, it draws your eye away from the fact that this isn't symmetrical at either side. Okay, and it just gives it, rather than having a plain white background, it just gives it a little tiny bit of colour. Right, double-sided tape, my favourite friend. And yeah, my technique is just literally stick it on and tear the double-sided tape. I always try and get the one that's easy to tear. So I do apologise if you're nice and neat and you like using scissors on your double-sided tape. I tend not to. I can't see that. Okay, Millie's just marauding around. She's coming to have a look in the bin. She's joined me in here, wondering who I'm talking to. You'd think she'd be used to it by now after I've made, I think I'm over 900 videos so far on YouTube. So yeah, that's diamond painting videos, gosh. That's not all the other ones I've got as well. So just double-sided tape on the edges. You can use glue. I do find that if you're using a wet glue, that unless you get like a photo glue or something like that, then it can make your paper crease. It'll stretch the fibres in the paper with the like moisture out of the wet glue, and it can make them ruck up a little bit, and you don't want that happening. So right, let's get that there. Okay, and pop that down like that. So that is our base down. Now you can either put these down flat, or you can put some foam pads on. I like to use the little foam pads. These are just from the pound shop or somewhere cheaper. Yeah, you get about 10 sheets about this size to make your cards with. Right, just pop that over there. I'm trying to stay neat. If you could see me when I'm normally card making, the whole desk would just be covered with loads of absolute rubbish. There would be stuff everywhere. But as I say, I'm trying to stay neat at the moment. Right, I now need a nice little greeting. So let me have a look. These are my favourite greetings that I've got. I did get these actually. Oh, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Just before I put the main centrepiece down, I just want to see where I want to put. Yeah, I think that looks better, and just maybe overlap it at the top slightly. Yeah, these are my favourites. I absolutely love these Merry Christmas signs. I've got red ones and gold ones. I'm going to have to look out. I think possibly Hobbycraft they came from. And oh, we've got the red there. No, red and gold doesn't go. That definitely looks very, very nice. And then I've got these ones as well. I do tend, and then I've got all these, look. I do tend to actually, if I've had Christmas cards, I tend to, if I find one that's quite a nice one, I tend to keep the Christmas greeting from a Christmas card and reuse them. I'm nothing if not frugal. I do like to yeah, reuse everything I've got. Oh, that one's quite a nice one as well, actually. Happy Christmas. No, the colours don't go. That doesn't look right. And then I've got red Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year, that one says as well. So, no. Right, these are what I've got left over from Christmas card making in the past. From my previous life when I did all my Christmas card making. Oh, Rosie and Charlie have just arrived home. It's the neighbours' dogs. They always like to give a good woof when they come in. And Millie always likes to answer them. So just put a nice spattering of these little double-sided foam pads. These are, I think these are a 2mm. You can get 1mm, which I think doesn't really do a lot, or you can get 3mm, which does make them just a little bit high, I always think. Depends on what project you're doing and how thick you actually like your cards. So we'll just have an extra one there. You can get the double-sided foam tape as well, which is a little bit easier to use. You would just put strips of that on. But I've just got all these foam pads that need using up. Because I used to do so much card making, I have bulk bought, so I have still got a lot to use up. I have gifted an awful lot to our craft club for our local breast cancer care charity. But I have kept some back because I did know that I would still be making some cards. So where's that gone? That wants to be there, doesn't it? So, and then that can go sort of there-ish. Okay, and then this has a little sticker on there. I may add some glue to this as well, but we'll just use that for now. And then I will put the little boy's name on it as well. I'm going to put an insert into the cards. So I do have these inserts. Now they have got thinking of you on them, but obviously, you know, I'll be covering that over with something. Now these are actually, although they are 8x8, once you put them in the card, they hang over the edge, so they do need a little bit cutting off them. So what I tend to do is just trim the edges before I put it inside the card. So we'll just do that edge there. And then we'll just take a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off there, so I can still keep like the border on the inside of the card, and there's a little bit off there. Okay, so we've still got the border around the edges, and then that will then just sit in there, and it's just that little bit smaller. And what I do is put the tape along this edge, or you can use your tape pens or say again glue, but I like double-sided tape, things like this for quickness and quick drying, and just pop that in there and then close it up. And again, you've got your edge to open it, and then when you open it up, it opens up on the actual greetings page. If you put the tape on the other side, then it opens up onto the blank page and everybody thinks you haven't written anything. So that's just the way I do the cards. So that is that one, and all I need to do now is put the little chap's name on that this is going to, and I'll put him a little personalised greeting. I'll cover it over in there. I mean, you could actually use the Christmas tree to put on that side of the page as well, just to make it look a little bit more festive. If you don't want to use this as a separate card, you know, you are making them into something a little bit different. So that's just a few ideas on that one. So we'll do another one. Let me get this rubbish out the way. I'm also tidying up as I go along as well, which is unheard of. Hubby would be absolutely sort of, oh my goodness, and so surprised to see me actually doing this. So which one shall we do next? Shall we do the puppy dog? Yeah, let's do the puppy dog. Oh, these are gorgeous. I love that fox as well. And the little polar bear family. Oh, so let's do the little puppy dog. Okay, and again, we'll just round this off slightly there, so that it stays as like a snow globe, as though it's not been cut off something else, and then round it off there. Okay, so that's that one. Just round it off a little bit, and then we'll just round this one off as well while we think about it, while I've got it in my hand, so we know what we're doing. Okay, so that's that one, pop that over there. Right, this one again is, well actually this one's more centred, isn't it? This is pretty good, so we'll do an 8x8 again as well. Let's grab this card, make sure we're opening it that way and not that way. Yep, so it's that way around. Okay, so what paper can we put on this one? Let me have a look. You can do the trick where you just put one strip, which always looks quite nice, but actually that does jar. I don't like those colours together. The red's not the same colour, but that's just a different way of doing things. Let me have a look. Got a red there. What does that look like? With the outside. No, I'm still not liking that one. Let's see what else have we got. A little bit of... no, these are two different ones. So there's that one that's got little love hearts on it, or that one's got little flowers on it. You see, if you just do it halfway, then you still get the impact of a pattern, but you're not using as much paper. But no, I don't like that either. So I think I'm going to fall back onto this one. Yeah, I think this looks best. Yeah, I like this one. So we're going to go with this one. So I'll start off by, oops, got some rubbish there. Taking off, oops, get rid of that as well. These edges here. I am going to be doing a card comparison as well. So keep watching, because I've got quite a few cards from different places. I have done one in the past, but I've got some new places I've got cards from now, so I'm going to be doing that. Right, that isn't quite straight at the top there, is it? So we need to take a little bit off there and a little bit off there, and then this is going to be about there-ish. Okay. Now, if you don't want to cover the whole thing, as I say, you can just do it as half, or you could just leave it with a white border around the edge. So cut this probably at about 3mm or 5mm, depending on what size you want, smaller than the actual card, and then leave the white edge off the card. Or you could put some, if you've got some peel-off stickers, put some peel-off stickers around the border, or some sparkly around the edges is quite nice. Okay, just see how that's fitting. That's a little bit bigger. Yeah, we've got a little bit bigger at the bottom to the top, and that's like a design feature actually. If you are doing something like this, it is quite fashionable to put a bigger strip at the bottom, which draws the eye a little bit. Okay, so that's fine. So I'm going to put my double-sided tape. I can't see with that there. My eyesight's terrible. Really not good. Okay, so let's take that off there. And that there. Okay. And that one on there. Now, if you're not good at putting them down, and getting them in the right place, if you do the trick of folding your tape, this is an old trick that was shown to me years and years and years ago when I started card making. So it tends to be, oops, come on, it tends to be something I don't do now, because I'm not too bad at actually putting things down on a base, but yeah, it's just, if you're not very good at doing it, just sort of fold your tape out slightly, and then you're not sticking the whole thing on, and if you've put it in the wrong place, it's easier to pick back up. So what I'm going to do now is just centre this to the edges. You can use a scoreboard to get your edges as well. So then once you've got it down, then all you do is just peel your tape up, and it's just a way of having a little bit more wiggle room rather than ruining your paper when you're putting your card down. Right, now I'm wondering, yeah, I think that red, although it's gold with it, it might look better with silver, but I think that looks quite Christmassy, doing it that way. Oh, the motorbike's back again. Or I've got these Happy Christmases, which, no, it needs to go at the bottom. Oh, that's quite nice. No, I think I like that better because it follows sort of the curves of the snow globe. So we'll use that one. So let's get this one put down then. And that's only a smallish sign. So we're not spoiling spoiling where this goes. Okay. So I'll just put a few of these on. Gosh, it's such a long time since I've done card making on camera. I have got some videos from 2010, 2011, I think, that I did for craft shoe print when I used to sell my craft. Well, I still do sell my crafting sheets. You can still buy the sheets that I've made, the 3D decoupage sheets. They are still on craft shoe print. But yeah, I did do a few videos for them way back in the day when my eyesight was better and I could see to do the digital artwork, as it were. So we'll just put that there, and then that's just got a little pip on it there where it's been held in the card. So I'll just take that off, and then I'm just going to put one little foam pad across the middle of this one. Just put it carefully and it'll go along the curve without showing. And then that will just go across the bottom. Okay. And then we just want the inserts in the middle. So we'll do the same thing again. I hope you're still with me and that you're enjoying seeing something a little bit different. As I say, it is diamond painting because they are diamond painting cards. It's just that I'm making extra cards out of them rather than them just being the diamond painted cards. So, as I say, you don't have to stick with what you're given. You can have a play, and that's what I like doing best. I'm always having a play. Okay, that one. So we'll be covering that over. So just check that this goes in there. Yep, it's just that smaller size. Put a little bit of tape along the edge. Oops. Along there. Oh, it doesn't want to come off, this one. The trick with double-sided tape, if you're finding it's not coming off, just leave it for a few seconds because sometimes it doesn't adhere to your background quite so well. If you don't try and take it off as soon as you've put it on, it does tend to work a little bit better. So, yeah, so that will just open up. I'll put my greeting in there. I'll put whatever names or whatever on that one. So that's that one done. Right, let's get these bits tidied up. And I will just do one more. We'll do a little bit smaller one. 7" by 7" card. Okay. Now that might be quite nice with that. So let's have a look at my little animals. Owl, cat. Do the little mouse. So yeah, so rather than covering the whole thing, I am going to just put the little strip there. Okay, so I need to take off these edges. Oops, that hasn't cut very well. I've probably got glue on my guillotine, which doesn't help. Okay, do that. Right, I just need to center this because obviously it's going to be slightly bigger, top and bottom. So let's do that. Okay. You can actually, some people do actually wrap across the top of the card and then fasten it on the inside of the card, which you can do, but I just like to cut down and do it this way. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a white border, which is about the same width as this white border that's on here. Okay. And I'm only going to put 2 bits of tape on this one because it is only a smaller piece. Oops. Okay, take that off there. You can use your tweezers for getting your double-sided tape backing off as well. So we just need to position that. Oh, hang on, let me make sure I've got my card the right way around. Yes, I have. Suddenly thought I don't want any cards that are upside down. So we just want to be a little bit further in there. Okay. And right, now I need to cut mouse out. So we'll just cut round this bit here and cut round this bit here. Okay, so that's another tree we've got to use on another card. That's that one done there. Okay. Right, and then we just need a little mouse. Now, if you want to, you could actually put a strip. In fact, I'm going to do. Let me see if I can find some. Right, these are peel-off stickers and sellotape and all sorts. Sticky tape. So I've got the plain silver. I've had these a long time. All in different colours to do as edgings. These are some Letraset ones, which again are probably 20 odd years old. Yeah, I got those at one of the first craft fairs that I went to. I just thought they would be useful, and yes, they have been. And then these are peel-off stickers, which actually are very out of fashion, and yeah, they really did go out of fashion, but there's something that I've always used, and you get these lovely, like, glittery, they're just a peel-off sticker that just go, and you can use them as borders. So I think that one would be quite nice. That's the silver. Let's have a look. Yeah, and it's like silver glitter, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, so I'm just going to put an edge on either side of this border, and it just gives you that little bit more interest, and just sort of finishes it off a little bit as well. Now then. Okay, so we'll just, and if you're not very good at cutting straight lines, this can make things very, very forgiving. So I'll just put that there and then cut from the reverse, so you always end up with a straight line on your card there. Keep your bits, because you can always piece them all together and reuse them. So that's the crafter in me, don't throw anything away, but I will get rid of that little bit because I don't need that little bit. Years ago I would have kept that, but now I'm going to get rid of it. And then we'll get another one off here as well. And I want to keep that white border there, so I'm actually going to put this on the piece of paper. So I'm keeping the white border. Now you can put as much or as little of this on as you want. You can do the whole card if you want to. You can edge the whole card. You can get corner peel-off stickers. These are gold ones, but you can get silver ones as well if you just want to put an ornate corner on them as well. But yeah, it's entirely up to you how much or how little that you use. But I quite like it that way, like that. So that's those. And then when you put this, whoops, the cow's wanting to get in on the act now, look. When you put that down there, look, you've just got that extra little interest. Actually, I should have put a blue one on, really, shouldn't I? Wonder if, I don't know whether I've still got any blue left. Let me have a look. I think blue would look better. Yeah, no, it's a bit too blue, maybe. I think that silver's deadening it rather than... Yeah, I've only got that blue. Let me have a look. So you can always change your mind on things. Oh, the blue looks better. I'm going to put the blue on, and I'll never get the silver off because it is stuck to the card and I would have to start again. So I am literally just going to put it over the top of this silver. So there you are. Yeah, that looks much better. Ties it in a lot better. Okay. So, yep, just to show you. I don't change my mind. If it doesn't look right, I've got to have another go. And just get that on there. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That's going to lift it rather than flattening it. Yes, like that. Okay. Check you out again, Mr. Mouse. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Yeah, that's lifted it now. Right, so, and shall I put this one flat? No, I will put it on foam pads. You need to use the foam pads up. Yeah, let me know what you think. Do you do any card making? Have you done any diamond painting cards? I know there are a lot out there. There are a lot of different things. I'm not going to put as many on this one. I don't need quite as many. I'll use that little bit up as well. Okay. Yeah, this year I must admit I have been using some of the internet sites for cards because I've just not had the time to sit down and do cards, because if I can't make it how I want it to come out, I don't want to just make a quick card and then I don't like it. It has to be right. So if I can't get it right, then I don't do it. So I'm just going to put that a little bit further down there. Right, and I do think, let me see what I've got. Oops, that's me peel off stickers. Don't want that one. Let's see what I've got here. I think possibly, oh, I've got green. I've not got any blues. So I think maybe a silver one there. Let me have a look. There you are, you see it's getting messier now. This is what my craft desk normally looks like. And I can either, put it up there. Yeah, I think it looks best up there. So again, I'm just going to put a foam pad on the back. So more foam pads. And put that on there like that. Okay, and then just put that up in that corner and just put it slightly over the globe, and then we have our little mouse. So yeah, and then I just need to put an insert in. What I'll probably do with this, because it is smaller, is use an A4 piece of paper, and rather than putting it right across the whole card, what I'll do is just do it there, use part of it. Right, where's it gone? This darkness is awful, I can't see a thing. I'll have to fold it a bit more. Let me put the lid back over there. Yeah, this is what my normal craft desk looks like. I've kept it quite tidy, to be fair, considering how I say I usually look. So we want a little bit of an edge. A little bit of an edge there. Oops, that's my glasses just fallen off. And then I just want to fold there. Keep that edge along there like that. Okay. And let me just cut a very, very thin sliver there. Just makes that right size. And then I just need to take the top off. Okay, so that will go in there, and then that just wants to be about there. That's it. Okay, can you hear the rain outside? It's absolutely siling down. Really, really nasty weather. I'm glad I'm inside card making, and I'll just put a little bit tape along that edge there, and it's not a full insert, but it just gives it that little bit more interest. Just makes your cards look a little bit more expensive and a little bit more professional. Right. Oh, I've got two. Oh, I've got two pieces of paper. I've got one for another one now. A twofer. So yeah, it just gives you a little bit of a flap in your card to put your insert on that side. So that's a little 7x7. So we've done So I've done 3 cards. I've done a little dragon, a little puppy, they're both in 8x8 inch, and then a little mouse in a 7x7 inch. As I say, there's nothing to stop you from just sending the card as is. I do think it's quite nice actually to put the tree on the inside of there if you do want to send it, so that you've got a blank piece there to put your verse on. And yeah, just covers that thank you over. A little bit strange having that, but it's easily rectified. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this little chat and looking at this card making with me, and maybe you've learnt something. If you've enjoyed it, a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. If you've got any comments or questions, in the comments down below, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you do want to stay with us and come back and see a bit more, then if you subscribe to the channel by pressing that subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell that pops up, it's a little bell and it's all notifications, and then you get notified when any of my videos come up. You just get a little email or a message or whatever that just says Liz has uploaded a new video, why don't you come and have a look, and hopefully you'll want to come and see it. Okay, thanks ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.